Hello everyone. So in this video, I will explain how we can deploy an Spring Boot application on the external server. So we will use Tomcat as the external server to deploy the Spring Boot application. And first we will create the war file by building the application. And then using the war file, we will deploy the application on the external Tomcat. In the last video, we have seen how we can install the Tomcat as the external server. If you have not watched that video, you can refer that video and install the Tomcat server as the external server. I will provide the link in the description itself so that you can download and install the server. We have also seen how we can run the application using the IntelliJ IDE options, and using the jar file also we have seen how we can run the application. Just to summarize, to deploy the application using the jar file, first we build the application, then we create the jar file out of that, and using the java-jar, that command, we can deploy the application. So we can create the jar file by just running the mvn and package command. So this mvn package command will create the jar file. Because the packaging type by default for a Spring Boot application, the packaging type remains the jar. So if I go to the code, then if I go to the pom.xml, so you will see that we have not defined any packaging type here. So if I search even for the packaging, so you would not see anything regarding the packaging. So because the by default the packaging is jar for a Spring Boot application, so that's why whenever we run this mvn package, so it creates a jar file. Let me show you once. So currently if you can see, there is no target folder here, and if I run the mvn package, so after it is finished, you would see building jar and the jar file name here. And if in the IntelliJ IDE itself, if you see, there will be target folder. Inside that you could see the jar file is present now. So because the default packaging type is jar, that's why the jar file is created. Okay, so now how can we create the war file so that we can run the application, we can deploy the application on the external Tomcat server. So for that, we need to do three things here, actually three steps I would say. The first one is we need to define the packaging type as the var in the pom.xml file. We'll see in a while how we can do that. Then we need to include the Spring Boot Starter Tomcat dependency, which would have the provided scope. And the last step is the in the main application file, we would be extending this Spring Boot Servlet Initializer class, and we would override the configure method. So let's see in action how we can do these steps one by one. So I'll go to the IntelliJ IDE or any IDE which you are using. Then inside the pom.xml file, so I'll open the pom.xml file, and inside this we need to define the packaging. So packaging, and let's close this, and inside this we will define the var. So whenever we will run the mvn package command now, so it will create the var instead of the jar file here. Okay, so the step one is finished. Now we need to define the dependency for the Spring Boot Starter Tomcat. Before defining the dependency, if you see inside the Spring Boot Starter web, this dependency, you would see the Spring Boot Starter Tomcat is already defined, but that is with the another scope. So if I just command and click over that particular dependency, then this file will be opened, which is a pom file. And if I search here the Tomcat, so you would see the Spring Boot Starter Tomcat is defined, but with the scope compile. And we need to change this scope, or rather we need to override this scope in case of external Tomcat server. So I will copy this dependency from here itself, and I'll go to the pom.xml file again. Now here I will paste that dependency, and I will change this scope to provided. So the provided scope means this Spring Boot starter Tomcat will be provided at the runtime. So that is the meaning of this provided scope, because the Tomcat will be provided externally at the runtime, or we are telling the Spring Boot to not to include the embedded Tomcat, because we will be providing as the external Tomcat. So that is the meaning of this provided scope. Then now for the third step, we need to go to this learn Spring Boot application class file, or whatever file you have which should have this main method for the Spring Boot application. This entire application would have one main method, and inside that you would have to go and we need to extend the Spring Boot Servlet Initializer class. Spring Boot Servlet Initializer class, we need to extend this, and inside this, if you go inside this by the command and just click, then if you search for configure method here, so this is the configure method which we need to override there. So I will just copy this method and I'll go again to this learn Spring Boot application.java file and I will paste over here. I will just specify that I want to override this method. This is not mandatory, but it is recommended to define this. And now we need to tell Spring Boot that this particular class is the source or the starting point for our application. So for that I'll copy this file name and I will do the builder.sources. So in the sources part I will add this particular class. So this particular class name dot class. That's all we need to do in order to run our application on the external Tomcat. Now let's build this project again. So I'll go to the terminal. I'll clear this screen first. Then I'll do the mvn clean and package. Now instead of jar file, it will create a var file. So if you see in the logs also, you would see building var, and so instead of jar it has created the var file here. Now I need to copy this particular file and paste it in the Tomcat which we had installed in the last step or the last video. Let me show you once again. So like this, we had downloaded the Apache Tomcat, and inside this particular folder, if I go inside this, then you would see this web apps folder. In this folder we need to paste that particular var file. So I'll go to the terminal again. Now let me clear the screen so that it would be clearly visible to you. I will copy the var file dot var. Now I need to copy inside the downloads and Apache Tomcat, and inside this the web apps folder. Inside this web apps folder we need to paste this. So I'll run this command. Now I have opened this particular path here in the next terminal, and if I go to the web apps folder and if I do ls now, so you would see this var file is present now. Now to start the application on the Tomcat, I need to go to the bin folder. The path for bin is this. I will go inside the bin folder. Now if I do ls here, I need to run the startup.sh startup.sh. So you would see Tomcat started. As soon as you would run the Tomcat, this particular var file will be extracted. So let's see inside the web apps folder. If I do ls now, so as you can see, this particular var file is extracted. Now our Tomcat is started. Let's see on the Postman whether our application is working or not. So as in the previous video, we had created this health controller, health API. So let's see whether we are getting this particular response. I'll go to the Postman now, or you can use the any browser also. Here to access the API, we would also need to give the folder name as the path in this API. So let's copy that. So this is the folder name for the var file. Let's copy this and I will paste that particular path here, and the API I will have to mention at the last. Then I will hit send. Congratulations. So we have got the expected output in the response. So it means our service is deployed on the external Tomcat. If you got to learn anything new in the video, please like the video. Also subscribe the channel for more such videos. See you in the another video.